Hello and thanks for joining us on Better Biz today. We have the Chief Learning Architect, Matthew Mason from Mavenzeal joining us to talk about, developing learning courses. Matthew, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Anthony. It's great to be here and I'm looking forward to sharing my knowledge.
Matthew, there's plenty of people that are sitting out there in their businesses that have created huge amounts of content, whether it's in a book, whether it's just individual pieces of content over a period of time or accumulated in papers. And there's so much opportunity there. Tell me about someone who came to you recently, I know, who had a very large book and you were able to turn that into online courses for them.
Yeah. So we've got a client that has written quite a large book, and there's some huge value in the book. But putting all of that into one course was going to be a challenge because there was so much other stuff there. So we had to go through this process of sort of refining and breaking things down. And when we actually started to look at the book, when we started to look at it, there was some key learnings stepped through it. And that allowed us to go, okay, right, well, let's just develop this course that teaches this key learning, that gives people this prize, allows them to achieve an outcome here. And so as part of that, we're able to break that up and actually create 3 different courses as a result of the information that was in their book. Now they could go, hey, here we go, we've got the whole thing, and they could promote the whole thing as a bundle. But it gave them a couple of different courses, which also meant, if we think about the experience ecosystem and people coming in at different points, people coming in that have got different knowledges, different skill sets, different level of knowledge, different experiences, but also got different problems. And they can come in and they go, great, I just need this problem solved. Bang, I can do that. And that gave some great benefits in breaking it down and getting away from that huge overwhelm of mass content.
I think the key here isn't it, deconstruct to reconstruct. It's an important idea that often does take someone independent to be able to help businesses get through that.
Yeah. Look, that deconstruct, reconstruct process that we follow, it's a key one that we do when we are unpacking someone's book and turning into a course. It's also something we do when someone comes to us and go, okay, I've got my face-to-face program and I now need to put that online. Because in both of those cases, the big mistake is to go, great, let's just transform this. We can take your book and let's just take the content in your book and let's put it into video or PDFs or whatever and put it up online and follow the same format. Or with the online, taking the face-to-face program and going, great, we're delivering this one-day program. Great, now let's just take your PowerPoint slides and get you to create some voiceover. Huge problem because we're moving from one medium to another. A book was developed to provide information. A course really should be providing information, but also giving people the tools to start doing that implementation. If we're looking at a face-to-face program, again, what we're doing, how we're delivering is quite different. So that deconstruct, reconstruct process is really important. It also gives us this opportunity to go back and challenge the thinking a little bit and to go, okay, great, you've got some great information here, but what does that actually look like if we're creating digital assets? If we're turning that into an online course, if we're turning into a masterclass, if we're turning into a mini course or an ebook, what does that look like? And could it look different? Is there other information there? So that whole process, deconstruct, reconstruct process gives us the opportunity to break things down.
Matthew, there's so much more that we could talk about, but for now, if people want to get in contact, how best do they do that?
Yeah, they can jump on our website, mavenzeal.global, and from there, they can jump on the contact page, book in a time to have a chat with me. They can jump on, there's a link at the top of the page to go and do the scorecard to measure how they're performing against our 6 key pillars. Or they can jump on the Academy link and have a look at our courses that we've got on Mavenzeal Academy.